Okay, so did you guys meet at all during filming of this movie?
A few of us did.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was forced contractually to meet Robert every day.
Well, it was.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, you guys did, but
some folks need to be vetted more than others, Mr. Sheen. John and I had met briefly before, and we're doing a dinner. We're all getting together at some point. And have we've run into each other?
You walked past me one time.
How was
At
it?
a premiere. It was cool. It was awesome. I had a sighting. I mean, you were being whisked. You know, wasn't like.
No, I knew I'd seen
said,
you
hey,
around.
did you throw your hand up at all? Did you?
No, I just
You
kinda
don't
like,
need to now, dude. He can flag me anytime now.
There you go. It's all good because when Scarface the squirrel comes around, you know, it's all good.
Hello to my little friend.
So Doolittle is a hermit, right?
Yeah.
I kind of identify with that. I call myself like the introverted extrovert. Like I have to be an extrovert at work, but I like being a homebody. Anybody relate to that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. Everybody.
And agoraphobia, or that fear of going out, I think sometimes because we're out on Front Street, we're being filmed, there's 70 people watching us, all that stuff, and then you go back to your home and it's normal. Even today, like starting press today, I go a little bit like, oh, I have to get used to.
I hire a group of people to be at home with me all the time.
See?
I like to be on display. I like to perform. I don't like to be not performing.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
You're the exact opposite.
Yeah.
You're an extroverted introvert.
That's right.
There you go. I love it. So Doolittle's talent is he talks to animals. So I want to go down the row and I want to find out a talent that you guys have that we may not know about.
Oh, boy.
Great.
Come on, Robert, you start.
And you want to go down the line starting with John.
Yeah, John hasn't said anything yet. He's been sitting over here just cute in his suit, his three-piece suit.
For a larger fellow, or a fellow of larger stature, I can easily blend in and maybe even get through an interview with saying little or nothing.
Oh, not here with me, buddy. I'm zoning in on you.
What might be a talent that we haven't seen displayed, or we would say, oh wow, I didn't know.
That's a great question, Robert.
Thanks.
I would have to say my ability to force myself into the uncomfortable and not be afraid to fail.
Wow.
Well, there you go. Can anybody follow that one?
Amateur ventriloquist.
Shut up. Are you really?
Still, yeah.
Dang.
Are you
Okay,
serious?
let's go. Let's go.
That's what I was going to say. Now you got to show and prove.
That was him.
It was. I can tell. I can tell it was you. I don't have my guy with me.
So you
I'll
have a
sit
guy.
on your lap if you want.
Yeah.
You can
Oh, it's so sweet.
put
There
your
you go.
hand.
We could make this happen.
And don't worry, I said amateur. It's not like
You did say amateur.
You did say amateur. You got nothing to prove to us, man.
Thank you.
We think. I'll put it out there. I can tap dance a little.
By the way, you two, did you go in, did you audition for the bear and the squirrel, or did they say, we have an idea, this is what we want you to play?
They kind of had an idea.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Well, I started out as Fleming, the mouse, and then it switched to Kevin the squirrel.
Really?
Your idea totally shifted. You were
Yeah.
doing something different.
Yeah. Just to going.
John
to
was Yoshi from Jump. And I have to tell you, particularly my missus was just so astonished, not surprised, and pleased with not just your performance, but just your general energy. Because sometimes doing voicing or something or other, I find it can be very confining, and if it doesn't feel free, it kind of is like, oh, come on, I got better stuff to do. She said your attitude and your professionalism and the fun you brought to the character, she was just like, just a game changer.
Embracing the Yosh.
There,
Yeah.
but
Embrace
I
the
feel like
Yosh.
you and Yoshi are on the same
t-shirt.
level. You're both like gentle giants.
Just
Embrace
embracing
the
the
Yosh.
Yosh. Everybody could just embrace a little bit of Yosh.
That's the moniker now. Embrace the Yoshi.
Embrace
Did
the
you
Yoshi.
feel a little kinship with him? Like he's a gentle giant. He walks in, he's imposing, but he really is just a softie.
No, I thought that was a fun part about being able to do it, and when you can play to type and then still be vulnerable at points, that's also pretty fun to do.
Robert, this is one of the first times that we've seen you not Iron Man in
Yeah.
recent years. The other time, I guess, was what, in 2014, The Judge, that movie.
Right.
So why was this one the perfect first post-Marvel movie for you?
Yeah, I mean, it worked out that way. I'm not quite as, I'm not a big strategy guy, and I think I've learned a lot that, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. And sometimes things just come along, and it felt just like a nice shift. And it turns out it was just a beautiful experience. It was difficult, for sure, but it was a beautiful experience making this project just because the subject matter is so, it's really contemplative, and it makes me think about things that are really relevant. And then, of course, it's fun and commercial, and kids will like it. You know, most of the Marvel movies, I was thinking, oh, these kids, you know, but it's PG-13 for a reason, whereas I feel like this is a bit of a bigger net we're dragging.
Well, now I want to drag you back into the Marvel world because Black Widow's coming out soon.
Yes,
and
she is.
The rumor is that we may see Tony Stark in some form.
Right.
Should
Great.
we buckle up?
I mean, it'd be nice if they'd notified me. Forewarned is forearmed. They can do anything now. This could be a deep fake interview for all we know.
He's got it down good. I got a great answer without getting an answer. That's what I did.
Oh,
By
yes.
the way, this was kind of like in your lane too, because you have so many animals, right? You've got like an alpaca and cows, and
Yep.
pigs, and all of that good
Goats,
stuff.
yep.
Yeah. So where did your love of animals come from?
We just happened to get this property that had been on the market and nobody else really wanted it, and it was an old dog and horse rescue. And so there was a lot of places where animals could be looked for and looked after and cared for, and then over time, sometimes it'd be a gift, like someone gave us a couple goats once. And then next thing you know,
It was all good.
what is on your mind?
It's like, how do you give somebody goats?
Exactly.
Well, that
Because you wake up in the morning, they go, surprise, and then you go out in one of the little paddocks, and there's a couple goats in there.
Little baby goats?
I brought a sheep for him this morning.
Sweet of you.
Can I tell? Me and my mom just went to South Africa, and our guide, he got goats for his wife. He
Swap?
Yeah, no, that was part of her dowry.
Oh,
They
no,
gave
it
them
was
goats.
Floyd's wife. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, but,
So
Yeah,
goats
yeah.
are gifted.
Who has pets?
I used to have 2 turtles. I don't have many more.
currently no pets.
Currently no pets.
Is the turtle story like? I can tell you're getting a little.
I just, I gave them away this year, so yeah. Last year. Now last year. Yeah.
Okay, John, I want to ask you because we saw you and Justin Bieber, the social media post going back together. I know you're a BTS guy.
Yeah.
Are you also a believer?
Oh, sure.
You are.
Yeah. Young kid trying to find his way through life, doing all sorts of crazy stuff, just kind of figured out. I dig that. And on top of it, he makes good music.
See, this guy. How could you not love this guy right here?
Yeah.
And I think he wants to fight me at WrestleMania.
I think he does.
That'd be awesome.
Would you?
That'll
Okay,
be so brief.
could we make even the littlest thing like that happen?
It's out of my hands.
You and Bieber.
But Bieber, you know where to find me.
And by the way, I laughed more than the kids around me in this movie. I laughed out loud. Like, I was like, oh! And people were looking like, really, girl? Like, you're grown. I'm like, I know, but it's just funny. It just is.
When I was a kid, the cartoons were made for adults to be able to say that was witty and highbrow, and for the kids to be entertained. And then I feel like that whole genre of entertainment went away for a generation, you know? And I want to thank y'all for bringing it back.
See?
Yes.
See what we're doing? I didn't know I needed this group together, but I'm glad I got it. Yeah.